Okay, very good. So I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Temna here, Temna Sturdivant. And for those that don't know me, I am a naturopath. I'm a traditional naturopath, as well as specializing in bioenergy and nutrition consulting. I am also a quantum living advocate. I've been practicing for 30 years and I love what I do. And this evening, we're going to have a specific topic for you all, the topic of inflammation, pain, and arthritis. And this topic is very important to talk about because it does affect so many Americans on so many different levels. And inflammation, along with stress, is definitely one of the top reasons for symptoms and disease. So it's very important to talk about it. So we'll talk about that this evening along with some natural solutions. So let's go ahead and get into the presentation. I'm going to share my screen, make sure I have my sound on. So again, the topic tonight being inflammation, pain, and arthritis. And as you all know, my personality and my belief system is keep it positive. So the last two words are the positive aspects that we will learn tonight, and that is getting relief from these forms of discomfort. So inflammation, the cause of inflammation and pain is caused by the immune's response and the nervous system's response to physical damage or infection. So short term, this is a normal process of the body. It's a normal healing process of the body, and there's no effect on the body short term. So if you do have physical damage, a wound, a bruise, or an infection, the body's immune system naturally addresses the issue. So then it will help the body to heal. The nerves will be affected, and that will cause a bit of pain, discomfort. But once again, this is all part of the normal healing process, and it has no long-term effect on the body. But the problem is when you combine genetics, lifestyle choices, environmental factors, and time, these things can contribute to chronic inflammation and pain. And that form of chronic inflammation and pain can eventually lead to conditions such as arthritis or even rheumatoid arthritis. Now, I chose these two pictures here because it really emphasizes the action, and the action of what you put into your mouth. Even though this is a beautiful, tasty cookie, right? It's the effect that this has on the body long term. These habits of what you eat long term, along with other factors that contribute to inflammation. For instance, the sugar that's in cookies or cakes or any type of pastries or even our food in general, right? Sugar is in everything. So sugar actually in the body creates an inflammatory response in the body because sugar is something that is a processed food. It's not a normal thing for the body to utilize as a nutrient, and that in turn will cause that inflammation in the body to have to try to process it. Okay. Also, sugar depletes minerals from the body. Why? Because anything that's that is an inflammatory type of food or causes inflammation with the digestive process, the body actually that inflammatory response actually causes the body to pull alkaline forming substances and nutrients from the body. So inflammation causes an acidic body environment. And so in order to balance that out, the body needs more alkaline. And so it will get that alkalinity from the minerals in the body, and it addresses the bones in particular first, especially the teeth and the lower back. So that's where it's going to extract a lot of the minerals in order to balance out the acids that are formed from acid forming foods or inflammatory foods such as sugar, okay, which in reality is not a food. So it's important when you're eating foods to have anti-inflammatory foods such as greens and legumes and seeds and nuts and all the healthy things that we know we're supposed to eat. But we need to lock that in and know the reasons why we're eating it. So then the next time we have food choices, we'll make the better food choice, right? Anti-inflammatory foods. I also chose the picture below the picture of someone pouring a most wonderful, delicious, first thing in the morning cup of coffee. And the reason why I chose this picture is because coffee is actually a substance that does also contribute to inflammation in the body. It's been said that one cup of coffee can deplete 250 milligrams of calcium from the bones. Okay, so that's with one cup of coffee. So I know we have a lot of coffee connoisseurs. Just to put your mind at ease, because sometimes taking out coffee from someone's diet is more stressful than just having if you have some coffee, instead of having it first thing in the morning, it's important to have breakfast first thing in the morning, so have food in your tummy. And then you can follow that with your coffee and keep the coffee at just 1 cup or even a half a cup. Sip on it so you get the essence, the flavor, the moment of your coffee. You can enjoy it. But if you cut down a little bit, as well as having it with your meal or after your meal, it will actually process a lot better in the body. Okay. If you are a coffee drinker, you want to make sure that you are taking some sort of supplement that has in it your vitamins and your minerals and your greens to offset the effects of what the coffee could be doing to your body as well. Okay. So little tidbits, 10 minutes tips. So the problem also is that chronic inflammation can disrupt normal cellular functions and signaling pathways. Keep that in mind. That's very important because we see things on the surface happening and we can feel symptoms, but on that cellular level, chronic inflammation or the inflammatory response over a period of time, it can disrupt normal cellular function and signaling pathways. So cellular function is important because every single body organ, gland, tissue, muscle, they all have and they consist of cells. They're all cells that have a specific function put together that contributes to the actual body organ, tissue, muscle, or gland. So it's important to make sure that those organs, muscles, tissues, all those things are functioning on a cellular level. And if it's not, if those cells are out of balance, then imbalances in the cells also contribute to imbalances in those organs, tissues, muscles, or what have you. So it's very, very important to understand and recognize the cellular level, okay? Also, it's important to notice, again, that inflammation can cause and disrupt normal signaling pathways. So brain functionality, that's very important. Your nervous system, very important. So inflammation can actually disrupt those body systems. Very important to note. And that can contribute to so many different things. And in this case, we're talking about pain and arthritis. So again, we're here to hear about some natural things that you can do to get relief. And these are the ones that I suggest to my clients on a regular basis. So number one, we talked about having healthier habits. The fundamentals are pure water, exercise, and eating appropriate and nutritious foods. So watching your diet. Next thing, positive thinking. Did you know that negative thoughts contribute to inflammation in the body? They cause acids, chemical responses, acidic chemical responses in the body. So it's very, very important to incorporate positive thinking. Now, we're all human and we have negative thoughts. You know, if somebody stubs our toe, we're not going to be, oh, that's wonderful. We're going to actually have a negative thought. So the faster you put your mind back into that positive thought process, the less of an inflammatory response that negative thought will have. So a quick thing that I like to do is if something or someone or whatever, a circumstance, an event is getting on my last nerve and I have a negative thought, I immediately say, cancel, 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 or gone over done, or I call it the but response. But at least, right? But at least they didn't break my toe. So it's the faster we put our mind into that positive thought process, the less that the negative thoughts will cause an inflammatory response in the body. Very important. Also, herbs and supplements. I have quite a list here. They're all wonderful herbs that you have access to and supplements. White willow bark is considered the natural pain reliever of nature. We have turmeric. We all know that's a beautiful anti-inflammatory. Fish oil, boswellia, devil's claw, glucosamine, chondroitin, MSM, bromelain. So these are some wonderful natural herbs and supplements that we have access to. Just a little side note, I give all my clients 10% off of their supplements and herbs. If you go to my full script dispensary, you can text the number here or on my website, temnaqla.com. And you too can have access to hundreds of different brands and products, herbs and supplements at this discounted cost. I do have a specific protocol already pre-made for the public, and it's for inflammation and pain. And you have access to that too if you like to text that telephone number. I'll have my assistant send that to you. Okay. The beautiful thing is you can get these herbs and supplements in combination. So you're not having to take every single one in individual formulas, individual bottles or single herbs. You can get them in herbal formula, so it'll be less bottles. So it's nice to know. So again, moving on with getting relief naturally. Remember when I said to take note of chronic inflammation can disrupt normal cellular functions and signaling pathways. So I want to introduce you, if you're not already familiar with frequency energy medicine. So frequency energy medicine, also known as bioresonance, is a treatment method that uses electromagnetic or mechanical waves of specific frequencies to perform biofeedback, optimization, and balance below in that cellular level. So this kind of support to the body will support the mental, emotional, and physical aspects of the body so that they can be brought back into balance and perform at its natural health potential. So that's a beautiful way to help support the body. So then once again, you're interrupting the effect that inflammation has in the body with frequency energy medicine. I love giving the credit to Einstein and Tesla. They were brilliant. They were ahead of their time. Einstein saying everything is vibration. Future medicine will be the medicine of frequencies. And then Tesla, he said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So what a wonderful thing that we have these men that pioneered this. And here I am sharing with you as well, the wonderful benefits of frequency energy medicine. So how are you able to access frequency energy medicine? There's a lot of different tools and technology and devices and things like that that allow you to do that. However, the one that I favor the most, it's my preferred one, is the AO scanner. The AO scanner, I love it because it is the biofeedback, the frequency biofeedback technology using bioresonance, along with being a frequency generator so that you get that frequency energy medicine. It's all in one app. So you have the dynamic of quantum physics, literally, and technology all in one app. And that's what Solix has given to us. And the original AO scanner was a kind of a bulky unit, and I can show you pictures of it, but it's been around for decades. The technology is wonderful, but since COVID, they found a way to put it in an app form, which to me is epic, because not only do practitioners like myself have access to the technology, but now all of you here listening to this information, you have access to this technology. So what a beautiful thing. And let me share with you in detail what it's all about. Share my screen. Let's see. Okay. So here's a video about the scanner. Listen closely so you get the concept, and then I'll show you a demonstration after.
Everything has a frequency, even our bodies. The body's cells can create and receive energy. This energy is information that functions through sending and receiving specific frequencies. When these natural frequencies become mixed up, so does the body's ability to self-regulate and maintain healthy function. We begin to feel unwell. Maybe we are more tired than usual, or have a change in appetite. We may even become sick. When this occurs, the body's frequency level or vibration must be changed. When we want to listen to a particular radio station, we need to tune into the correct frequency of that station in order to reach it. Our bodies are the same way. We need to tune into the correct frequencies to reach the optimal state of being. What if you had a way to measure your own frequencies and, in turn, could use optimizing frequencies to improve your vibration? The answer is now available in the palm of your hand. The AO Scan technology by Solex sends and receives energy, frequency, vibration, and resonance signals, so you know what is going on inside your body. Designed to scan and measure frequencies, then compare them with their established blueprint, AO Scan is able to show variances. Using noise-canceling technology, AO Scan emits opposing frequencies that disable frequencies in chaos, so your body can rest. The result is a movement toward a balanced body and mind. So what exactly are we talking about? Let's get started. Think you can beat a lie detector test? Think again. Your voice will always tell the truth, whether you want it to or not. Did you know that your thoughts and emotions are carried in your vocal cords? No amount of masking your voice can change that fact. Our inner voice scan is derived from the same technology as a lie detector test. The Inner Voice program helps harmonize your emotional state, including concentration, creativity, and emotional intelligence. This program records a 10-second sample of your voice to isolate and analyze imbalances in your emotional state that present themselves through your vocal cords. The Inner Voice report will display 3 notes or octaves that are out of balance, as well as the main octave that is being suppressed, and 4 MP3 files are generated. These therapeutic songs, called balancing harmonics, will then play. These tones are unique to your energetic needs. The music files incorporate radionics, binaural beats, and other frequencies to support the balance of your emotional and mental well-being. It is best to listen to these tones first thing in the morning, right before you go to bed, and throughout the day whenever it crosses your mind. The Vital Scan reads the energetic state of your blood biology to identify which areas are out of balance, and then sends optimizing frequencies to teach the body how to come back into balance. The information obtained from the scan includes reports of before and after the optimization. Have you ever worn a pair of noise-canceling headphones? Think of all the noise around you. When you put on the headphones, the outside noise disappears, and you are able to concentrate without all the distractions. This is likened to optimizing frequencies. You are getting rid of the chaos or the noise in your body. When a frequency is out of range, an offsetting optimizing frequency can bring your body's frequencies into range. Essentially, you're cutting the noise of the non-optimal frequencies. The comprehensive scan is, well, comprehensive. It reads and displays information of frequencies from over 130 organs, arteries, veins, glands, nerves, vertebrae, as well as the spine, digestive system, eyes, and lymphatic system, to identify their unique vibrational frequencies that are not in an optimal state. Just as with other scans in our program, optimization offers frequencies to teach the body to move towards balance. This mode of technology offers a comprehensive library of information that is constantly being upgraded on a regular basis. Let's talk about Cephi, a shining star in the AO Scan technology. Cephi is an acronym for Subtle Energy Frequency Imprinter. This technology presents a personal menu of thousands of frequencies that address various imbalances in the body. Cephi is designed to capture, amplify, and imprint subtle energy frequencies that can be broadcast to an individual or imprinted into an object. Remember when we talked about trying to listen to a particular radio station, but needing to tune in to the correct frequency of that station in order to reach it? Cephi is like the radio broadcaster, sending out the correct frequencies to help us reach the optimal state of being. The future in wellness is here and now readily available to all. Albert Einstein was right when he said, "Everything is vibration. Future medicine will be the medicine of frequencies." Welcome to that future and the endless possibilities in front of you.
Okay, so that video was nice because it gave a nice summary, put it all together for you to understand a bit more. So let me actually demonstrate now the app. And the beautiful thing is you can use the app on any device. So you can use it on your cell phone, Android, or iPhone. I have it right now showing you on my laptop. So you have access to the app once you have the subscription, and you can use it on anything, okay? So honing in on inflammation and arthritis and pain, I'm going to demonstrate how the app can benefit you using it in this way. So one of the things that the app allows you to do, the technology allows you to do, is you can imprint your vitamins and supplements that are in your herbal medicine cabinet. You can imprint the frequencies of those supplements, herbs, essential oils, whatever it might be, into the software. Remember, it's all about frequencies, right? Everything has a frequency. The software, the technology will be able to imprint the frequency. And then once you have that imprinted, you can do a quick scan, either morning, midday, evening, or custom. And it will scan to see, out of all those different supplements and things you have in your library, it'll scan in 10 seconds and share with you which ones would optimize your body at that particular moment. So it's nice because it does take the guesswork out of what supplements and essential oils or whatever it might be that you would need. So here you have the specific suggestions that are made listed here. And again, that's in the moment, taking the guesswork out of supplements. Okay. Remember the emotional component we talked about that contributes to inflammation and dis-ease? If you look at the inner voice and click on that module, remember in the video it talked about 10 seconds speaking into this part of the module. Your voice is an indication as to what's going on mentally and emotionally. So with 10 seconds, it does a 10-second voice scan. Once it's complete, then it'll share with you this report. The report will go over the frequencies or the tone of your voice, the tone frequencies of your voice that were out of range. The 4 top frequencies will be shared, and then it'll share with you the offsetting frequencies, and those are the ones that you listen to. When you listen to them, it supports the brainwaves to balance. Okay. The beautiful thing, remember, I talked about neutralizing the noise. It will offset those negative emotions. So then you feel different, you feel better, you don't feel so much weight of that negative energy that's just sitting in between these ears inside the brain. Okay. It helps with reduce mental chit chat and things like that. But the whole point of this is to share with you the fact that this will help with the mental emotional aspect so that it will benefit your body towards health. Then we have another module I wanted to share with you. We had the reports. Now the reports I find are really more for practitioners unless you have a nice level of anatomy and physiology under your belt. However, the reports will go over, it highlights food sensitivities, your blood, the chakras, gastrointestinal functionality. So you can see even physical functionality. Inflammation is part of the one of the biomarkers in here. Immune responses, toxicities, what toxins are causing the immune system to be out of balance and causing inflammation. So it's a beautiful detailed report, just like it said inside of the in the video. Okay, then the body systems report is a different perspective, but still using frequencies in order to do the scan, but it shares with you your systems. So that angle, that report specifically, you can see even hormones on the cellular level, chromosomes, and all the different systems of the body. So it's a nice perspective. Okay. Then we have the comprehensive scan, and this actually gives a 3D version. It's a nice report to give a 3D version of what's going on in the system. So if you do have any issues in knee, joint pain, elbows, whatever it might be, hips, it'll share with you a 3D picture along with a very detailed report. So if something is not feeling well, you want to be specific about it. I love this tool. It's an excellent tool. Anything that's double red, it hones in on the specific area that's causing the issue. So it's a very good tool to use, that module. Now we go into what they call the shining star. And I too believe that this is really a wonderful module, because this is where you can actually use frequencies to imprint on an imprintable item. So you see here the capability to imprint the frequencies on an imprintable item. They have the ring, the bracelet, also what's called a Cepheid dot. You can see I have one right here. So all of these things, they're all imprintable. Okay, so you can imprint the frequencies onto these imprintable wearable items and wear them, so they will support your own body's bioenergetic field down to that cellular level that we talked about. So let me go into a little bit more detail about this. Under quantum Cepheid, and Cepheid stands for Subtle Energy Frequency Imprinter, you have different categories. For instance, reach. So you can look and see if there's any of these frequencies that resonate with you with the health concern that you have. If it does, great. If it doesn't, there's other categories that you can take a look at. I'm going to share with you this quantum frequency it's under quantum frequency, but they do have here, you see arthritis. So let's use this as a part of our demonstration. So by clicking the arthritis biomarker, you're going to get the frequencies that support this health condition. Now, these are all Dr. Reif's frequencies under quantum frequency. And Dr. Reif, again, was a pioneer. He actually has the Reif machine, which is all about, it's a frequency generator. Very, very beautiful tool. So now you have access to all these different frequencies in your app. So what a blessing and valuable thing that is. What you do is once you have that frequency picked, then you place one of your imprintable items on the fractal amplifier, and you simply click erase if there might be frequencies that you've used on there before, and that will clear any frequencies that are on there, and then you can imprint. Now, imprinting only takes a couple seconds. Why? These are frequency waves. They are so much faster. All done. And once the item is imprinted, then you wear it. Again, those frequencies now will be supporting your own bioenergetic field. You also have the capability of doing a 2-minute frequency broadcast. So you can broadcast these frequencies to the target. And in this case, I have my demo client. So if this demo client needed some arthritis support using frequencies, I would broadcast for 2 minutes. Or a continuous frequency broadcast. Now, what I find is a 2-minute frequency broadcast works for something that's like, I call it a level 1 situation, like a headache or something like that. But something that's inflammation or pain or arthritis, I would definitely suggest doing a continuous frequency. Everybody's different. I can give you something more specific based on your case, but a continuous frequency, sometimes it takes minutes, hours, or even a few hours, depending on the severity of the case. But that is one of the wonderful things with this technology is you have those options. So now what if you have, if you'd like to use several frequencies all at the same time? Well, you can. And that's what this custom playlist is all about. So the custom playlist is, and I'll click on it, where you can have the frequencies, several frequencies in one playlist. So I'm going to stop share real quick just for HIPAA reasons. I do have a playlist prepared for you that you could take a picture of if you like for inflammation and arthritis relief. Let me pull it up here and then I'll share my screen again. Okay, here we go. Inflammation, and let me share my screen. Okay. Okay, perfect. So if any of you would like to take a picture, feel free. But this is one of the frequency playlists that I have put together for inflammation, pain, and I always name it something positive. So this word here is relief. And as you can see, it has frequencies for pain-free, healing, stamina, acute pain, muscle spasms, back pain, cerebral spinal problems, ultimate emotions. There's the arthritis, some homeopathic remedies, some cell salt remedies, joint inflammation and problem frequencies. So that's the beautiful thing, is you can have all of these frequencies in one playlist. Now, what can you do with this? Again, you can imprint these frequencies in an imprintable item, okay? You can do a broadcast of 2 minutes or a continuous broadcast. So those are the options that you can do to get this kind of frequency energy medicine to help support the body. The beautiful thing is it's non-invasive, it works very well, and again, on that deep quantum level, or even that cellular level, okay? You also have access to different other things using the technology, but those are the ones that I wanted to highlight this evening because they all are in regards to inflammation and pain and arthritis. Okay. So the next question that typically comes to mind is, this is wonderful information, good news. I didn't realize that all those herbs and supplements are supporting my body's inflammation response. Here's another aspect I didn't know about with frequency energy medicine. So how do I get this? It sounds really expensive. Well, the beautiful thing is it's not expensive at all. The subscription, and again, you have access to all of this technology. The subscription to the technology is $149. The original AO scanner is about $40,000 plus having to pay for training and things like that. And it was only accessible to healthcare practitioners. So for you to have access to this technology is a beautiful thing. And naturally, you do get basic training with it. Basic training gives you little videos, some videos, maybe 12 to 15, 20 minutes each video. So you always have access to them if you'd like to refer to them so that you can learn more and more how to use it. But it becomes like the back of your hand. I know I'm not very technology savvy, but I learned, especially since COVID. So now it's like just automatic. I know what's in there and I know how to use it, and teaching people to do the same because it means your health. So if any of you would like to have access to the app, I invite you to connect with the person that invited you to this lecture tonight, and they will be more than willing to show you how to get the app. The app is app.aoscan.com. You cannot get the app from the App Store. You have to connect with an affiliate like myself or whoever shared this with you. And again, it's app.aoscan.com. Once you get the subscription, then you have access to the app on any device. You can use the app on multiple people. You can always add, like for instance, I have my whole client list in my app. I suggest one subscription per family because then you'll have everybody connecting with you, wanting for you to broadcast frequencies or what have you. You need to focus on your health and those that you love in your immediate family. You also have access to this using the same technology for your pets. So I have testimonial after testimonial on my YouTube channel, people of all different walks of life, different circumstances, different health conditions, including pets that have benefited from using and incorporating frequency energy medicine in their healthcare routine. So with that being said, I would love to open up if anybody has any specific questions or would like for me to demonstrate anything specific. I'll be more than happy to do that at this time. And